For many people, navigating multiple cultures or identities, finding a space where you can fully be yourself isn't always easy, but when it happens, it can be transformative. Joining us now are the co-founders of Interwoven, Michaela and Parsa Alipour, here to share how they're building community and creating meaningful connections for people living between cultures. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Yes, thank you so much for having
us. Michaela, tell me how Interwoven came to be.
Yeah, so Interwoven, it's a community for racially and culturally mixed people, and for Parsa and I, we're co-founders of this organization and also life partners, and we're both mixed in our own ways. And so for years of just being together, we used to throw out, oh, how cool would it be if we threw an event for mixed race people or did a multicultural thing? And then we got connected with a community building program, like a program for people building all kinds of communities. And we were like, we do have an idea. Yeah. So it's been almost 2 years of building this community for people who live in between cultural and racial identities. And yeah, just experimenting with it from the beginning and finding people who resonate with that as well. It's been an awesome journey.
Yeah, Parsa, tell me about building this community and how much it really has meant. You know, what has the impact been so far?
Well, both Michaela and I are kind of mixed in our identities, so this really came to be a result of who we are as people, and us getting married was also a big part of that. So I remember the very first mixed culture dinner we had was a very magical moment where I felt I could see people, their inner children. I could share my inner child, and we just felt very comfortable together, just being who we are. The impact is really just being with people where you can feel seen, and they get it, and the question of like, where are you from is not really on people's minds. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are there experiences that you both had kind of growing up where you felt this shift or kind of question of, where do I fit within my identity?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's definitely true for me. My background is that I grew up mostly in the US, but I'm multiracial, and Chinese and white is my identity. So it's so true that there's I am all those things at once and one human being, and there's times where I've felt, being in Chinese spaces where there's so much that I can connect with, and other things where I'm missing things or don't feel fully kind of settled in that. Same thing with my white and European heritage. There's parts of me that connect deeply with that, and other parts that I'm like, no, I'm definitely Asian. It's not all, there's no single place for me personally to just exist in all those things at once. And so I think that's one of the biggest motivations for building this community, is that Interwoven can be a place for people who kind of toggle back and forth or have all these different places that are parts of them. Interwoven is a place where you can be all of those things at the same time.
Yeah, and Parsa, what about for you? I'd love for you to speak on your background and experience.
Sure, yeah, I was born in Iran. My parents immigrated to Canada when I was 5 or 6 years old, so there's always who I was at home with my family and who I was at school, sort of in the context of Western culture. And now over the last 10 years being in the US and being married to Michaela as well, where I fit in society and culture. I'm Persian, but I'm not Persian enough, in some ways. I'm Western assimilated, but still I have certain values from Persian culture. It's been difficult to think about where I fit into society.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people experience that. We were kind of talking in the break. I too am half Mexican and half white, so I have this multicultural identity. And I think coming in California, you don't always notice it because we're very multicultural, especially here in the Bay Area, which I think is such a beautiful thing. And so I love that you guys are bringing all of that together. What have you seen from the community in terms of just how this affects them?
Yeah, it's been really powerful. Actually, I mean, particularly starting something from scratch, and Interwoven's always been something where this would be of value to us because it's our experiences and we know we're not the only ones, and putting it out into the world and seeing how other people resonate with it and find themselves in it. We've had people share, several people have shared with me, I have been looking for this all my life and didn't have the words and didn't have a term to kind of encapsulate or express what I was feeling or how I would kind of sum up my identity, and Interwoven feels like a place where I get to do that. Other people too have shared, I've been looking for mixed race community, and I think particularly for people who didn't grow up in California or the Bay Area, you don't always have that in other parts of the country or world. So people say that it feels refreshing, it feels comfortable, it feels like being very seen and held in your identities, and And I think also for a lot of mixed people, there's a lot of pressure to be, you know, for example, like you're half Mexican. Like I imagine and wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people are like, oh, you must speak Spanish. And if you don't speak Spanish, you may not be Mexican. And that's simply not true. There's no pressure nor no right or wrong way to be who you are. And Interwoven's kind of a soft landing place for just exactly as you are today with all the pieces and parts of who you are just can be.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You guys have an event coming up. Parsa, you know, tell me kind of about your event and then what everyone will experience this weekend.
Yeah, so we have an event coming up, as you mentioned. This is a storytelling event, so we have 3 Interwoven people that will be telling very beautiful stories about their nuanced identities. We'll have food, we'll have drinks, we'll have time for people to mingle. It'll be at our art gallery in San Francisco, so a very beautiful venue as well. It's open to the public. We're a community that is membership-based, so we have members, but we also have public events. So this will be a public event that's open to anyone who's interested in kind of learning a little bit more about Interwoven and getting a flavor for what we do.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity for everyone since you're opening it up to the public. Now, how do people become a member with you guys?
Yeah, so we actually, it's perfect timing to be here today. Our next application deadline is on Monday as well, so this is a big weekend for Interwoven. Yeah, and you can just go to interwovensf.com and find a whole webpage about membership and the process. And we're really looking for people who are mixed in all the different kind of ways we've been talking about today, and beyond. Like it's complicated and nuanced for everyone. And also curious to find people who want to be a part of a community and build with us and co-create and really invest in relationships and build those connections.